Hey there everybody, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Puborama, and in today's video, we are going to be breaking into this week's deals and discounts for Grand Theft Auto Online. As you can see, we got a whole plethora of cars that are on sale, plus some decent money-making methods. So let's get straight into it. To be totally honest with you, I don't know why I landed my Rogue, because I'm going to take it back off right now, as the Rogue is the first vehicle I thought we would talk about, because all hangars are on sale this week. 30% off to be exact. Not only are all hangars on sale, but you're also going to be able to make 50% extra cash on all sale missions completed with the hangar, which is actually pretty decent. After the hangar got tripled on its actual payouts, and now that they're giving you a 50% bonus this week, if you don't own a hangar, it's not a terrible time to purchase one, especially because the Rogue is 30% off. The Rogue is by far one of the best purchases in the game in general. As a plane, it features so many strengths. First of all, as you can see, it features an explosive machine gun, which is great. That means if there's somebody trying to chase you, whether they're on ground or even more specifically in the air, you can very easily deal with them when using the Rogue. But this also carries bombs, which is honestly kind of weird because a lot of the other fighter planes don't carry bombs. But as you can see, I'm just going to press my bombs and they're going to go blah, 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 on the ground. Not only does the Rogue have bombs, not only does it feature the ability to also shoot with an explosive machine gun, it has flares, as you can see, which is great for countermeasures. You can spam these all the time you want, but it also carries homing missiles. This plane has everything going for it. I should also mention it is the second fastest flying vehicle in the game. So yeah, I mean the Rogue is really dang impressive. It also can survive upwards of 3 homing missiles even if you get hit, so you're not going to have to worry about dying. And it's just super fun. The fact that it's 30% off and it's already normally cheap at only about $1 million, it's an incredibly good purchase, and I would highly suggest to get your hands on it this week. As well, the hangars. Hangar locations are all pretty interesting. I would suggest to get the ones inside of the maze, or not the maze bank, sorry, the military base is what I was going to say. The military base, all 3 of these are on sale. I would just go for the cheapest one, because they don't really give you any benefit apart from a location, but they're all inside the military base, so it doesn't make sense why you'd buy them. Either way, get the cheapest one inside the military base, and you'll be making 50% extra cash on your sources this week. Plus, as well, as I said, the Rogue is on sale. So it's a great way to start filling up your hangar if you don't already have one, and as well, if you have one at LSIA, like I do, it's the perfect time to upgrade over towards the military base because they're on sale, so what's there to lose? Now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's talk about the discounted cars. The first ones we have are the freebies, as usual, being the Ocelot Jugular. Getting your hands on the Jugular is going to be pretty challenging, as this is a podium vehicle in the LS car meet. It's 4 races in a row each day, or not each day, but you have to win first place 4 days in a row. I kind of messed up my wording the first time there. But, yeah, 4 days in a row, first place. I'll put it like this. If you're not the best racer, I wouldn't suggest to go for this vehicle in the LS car meet, because by the time you get this car, the amount of racing and time you've probably put in to get it, you could have just done one Cayo Perico heist and gotten the vehicle a lot easier, and probably made more money than actually just doing the LS car meet. Not only that, but even if you're a good racer, it's still a decent chunk of time you got to put into getting this vehicle. Now, don't get me wrong, the Jugular is a great car. First of all, listen to the sound this engine makes. I mean, that is a very, very girthy engine. The vehicle's also fast, it's a 4-seater, and it's all-wheel drive, which are all absolutely amazing benefits. Overall, the vehicle's actually a really good car. I would really only suggest to go for it, though, this week if you're a fairly good racer, because you're going to be racing up against other people that also probably want this car and are trying to get in first place. So, yeah, it's definitely a good car, but you can also just buy it pretty cheap, so, yeah, I wouldn't say to really waste your life away this week week on the LS Carmi. We also have the Zentorno, which is one of my favorite old supercars in the game. It's just such an amazing car. First of all, the Zentorno is fast. It features a top speed upwards of 120 miles per hour, which isn't crazy compared to a lot of the modern cars, but it's still pretty dang fast for what it is. Not only does the Zentorno feature a decent top speed, but it's still ranked within the top 20 supercars when it comes to handling. That is really impressive for a vehicle that only comes in normally at around $800,000. The Zentorno a couple months back got a whole rework on the customization you can put on the vehicle, plus liveries available, which is also absolutely amazing. So yeah, it's actually a really good bang for your buck. What the heck are the AI doing? Holy bad drivers. Either way, the Zentorno is a great car. If you can get it this week for free on the podium in the casino wheel spin, I would definitely suggest to keep it, because the Zentorno is an absolute keeper. Now we've got the vehicles that are 30% off, starting off with the Declasse Greenwood. I'll be honest, I don't like the way the Greenwood looks. There's probably people out there that do. For me personally, I don't love the look of it. It's not a bad deal though, 30% off. It's an okay muscle car. It's not very fast, nor does it have very good handling, but it's got pretty good customization, and if that's the kind of thing you're after and you want a really cool pimped out lowrider, you can definitely make this car have a lot of cool customization going for it. Plus, it's a muscle car, which means it's not really for the performance to begin with. It's so you can get a big ol' shiny engine block on the front and show off to your friends. So overall, it's a pretty decent car. At 30% off, it's not the most expensive vehicle ever, so yeah, not really too bad of a deal in any world. I think it's a pretty fun car. Next up, we have an absolute waste of a vehicle, being the Ubermacht SC1. This is a car I would never, ever suggest to buy. First of all, it's one of the worst handling and top speed supercars in its class. Not only that, but the vehicle's kind of ugly. It's based off the BMW i8 in real life, I'm pretty sure, which is an okay looking car, but in GTA, the thing's just ugly. Even the interior is incredibly mediocre. It's just a reskinned copy and paste interior, which is pretty lame. The car's handling, I mean, you can see it's bad. You got to slam on the brakes or you're going off because it's not good. I do like the rims it has, though. The stock rims it gets are really cool. Too bad you can't put them on any other car, because that would be really, really awesome. But yeah, the Ubermacht, even though it's a pretty cheap supercar, there's a reason why. I would never, ever even give this to my worst enemy. It's just a useless supercar. You can buy a vehicle like the Zentorno for cheaper, and it'll have better performance, better looks, and everything's essentially better. We finish off with the Flash GT. The Flash GT is a pretty nice car. In fact, it's one of the fastest sports when you consider its rallying capabilities. In fact, I would be willing to say the Flash GT is the best rallying car in the game. First of all, it's pretty fast, having a top speed upwards of 120. Not only that, but the vehicle looks pretty nice. It's got some great customization, and look at this handling. I mean, look at this handling. I proceed to crash, but it's got really good handling, specifically for drifting, which is great when you're rallying. But there's no better way to showcase that than driving the vehicle off-road itself. Now, I will be honest, there are some things you have to be careful about with the Flash GT. The biggest one is its suspension. A lot of rally cars have a pretty deep suspension, because you obviously want that so they can eat a lot of the impact and blows from the rocks you drive over. The Flash GT doesn't really have that, but it doesn't matter because its grip is so dang good. You can see here I'm full gassing this all the way through the dirt here and having no problems whatsoever. So if you're into a vehicle like this and you especially like to drive off-road a lot, the Flash GT is another really good deal overall. And even though my driving may not have been the best right there, trust me, it's a really good car, especially if you like the off-roading. So, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Some pretty decent discounts all around. As I said, the hangars are 50% off. That includes all the upgrades in the hangar. And as well, I should point out that, once again, you're making 50% more cash at the hangar. The final thing I should add, because there are going to be people that probably try and correct me in the comments, is that you can make, once again, 50% more cash doing all the last dose missions. Honestly, who cares at this point? They have been 50% extra money and double money for like the past month, so yeah, I don't know why Rockstar keeps on pushing them. I'd much rather have, you know, different discounts and better money-making methods elsewhere, but oh well. Rockstar's really trying to get a lot of players, it seems like, to do those missions. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and if you'd like to see more like it, I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye!